Good morning. You are about to start a trip that will change your life and your finances forever. I'd like to share with you today a powerful method, a success plan that could triple your income and make you a millionaire. Though, before we get into the details of this method, I want you to picture the life you want to live. Imagine that you have everything you need and don't have to think about money. Think about how powerful and satisfying it would be to reach your biggest dreams. Keep that vision in mind, because with the way I'm about to show you, it is not only possible, but actually within your reach. These are some of the world's most successful people who have tried and tested this method. If you follow it with commitment and focus, it can change your financial future. Friends, if you want to learn how to get rich and take charge of your life and money, then come with me as we look at the Millionaire Method. We will start a journey together that will lead to wealth, success, and finally, the life of your dreams. You are fully in charge of your present and what you are right now. You are the only one who can change your world. Your present life is the result of all the choices and actions you've made so far, but you can change it and make a better future based on the person you want to be and the goals you want to reach in your life. You can make decisions and choices that are more in line with your goals and needs. The only limits on what you can be, do, and have are the ones you put on yourself and your thoughts. You will be in charge of your own life if you take responsibility for your thoughts, words, and deeds. From now on, it's important to learn how to be financially successful from people who went from being poor to being rich in just one generation. You need to learn how to think faster, make smarter choices, and act more effectively than other people. I promise that you will reach your financial goals faster than you think possible if I teach you how to order your money. You are now ready to learn how to form habits that will turn you into a real winner, teach you self-control and discipline, and help you make important choices that will lead you to success. Let's start. The good news is that you can learn any skill by doing it over and over again. You can learn any trait that you think is important or useful. You can change your attitude and character in any way you want if you are determined and follow through. Your own story will be written by you. And if you're unhappy with your present situation, you can start over. The same way that your good habits have helped you be successful and happy, your bad habits are to blame for your problems and annoyances. You can learn bad habits, but you can also unlearn them and learn good ones through the same process of practice and repeat. Get into the habit of feeding your thoughts with good things. It's important to remember that outside things like radio, TV, newspapers, magazines, ads, and talks with other people can have a big effect on you. Because your mind is the most important thing you have, you need to keep it safe and clear, focused on what you want and away from anything that could be bad. Get rid of the unnecessary and disturbing TV shows. Do not read about killings, robberies, and other tragic events in the newspapers that are meant to shock you. Don't pay attention to radio talk that says nothing useful about the problems in the world right now. Do not keep talking about the political and social problems in your town or country for hours on end. Make sure your mind is free, clean, and full of good things. You will not only become what you think, but also what you feed your mind on a daily basis. Read and watch positive educational programs. Get positive ideas and information from other experts in your field. And talk to positive, goal-oriented people. If you want to be a positive, happy person, all of these things will help. Getting used to being around people you respect and admire who have the same traits you want to have is important. Do not have coffee with just anyone in the room. Don't go out with the first person who invites you after work. Know exactly what kind of people you want to talk to and listen to in order to change the way you think and feel. If you spend a lot of time with 5 people, Tony Robbins says that your pay will be about the same as theirs. In your case, who are those people? If you want to be the best version of yourself, you need to make it a habit to take action. Studies of successful people in almost any field show that those who are focused on action are the ones who really run their lives and jobs. To be action-oriented, you need to make it a habit to act quickly on an idea or chance. Your mind is always working on the things you can do. Going after your goals or getting the results you want is what it means to adopt. You don't keep talking about what you're going to do in the future. Instead, you do something right now. After having a clear picture of your ideal future and making plans and goals, it is important to come up with a strategy that will help you be the best at what you do. You have to make a promise to keep learning and form the habit of making decisions and taking the lead in all areas of your life and work that matter. It's better to learn how to make things happen than to just sit back and wait for them to happen. People who want to change things should not wait for things to get better. They should instead make the changes themselves. What you need to realize is that changing your thoughts and becoming a great person is not easy and can't be done without help from other people. You can do it, though, if you take responsibility for your character and personality growth and work on it. You must act right away if you have thought of a way to make any part of your life better. Don't wait, do it now. Bring about a sense of need and hurry. Making a name for yourself as someone who acts quickly on any idea or chance that comes up is important. One of the most important habits you can form is this one. Taking full responsibility for your money is the first thing you need to do to become financially independent and a millionaire. A lot of people never do this and instead hope for the best and that someone will save them. They bet and buy lottery tickets because they think it will make them rich. Besides that, they worry all the time about with their money in the stock market. Big bucks don't just appear out of thin air, but most rich people plan their finances so that their net worth grows by 8 to 10% each year compared to the money they have worked for. They're not looking for quick ways to get rich or simple ways to make money. They are careful, patient, and relentless. They put in the effort every year to save money and build it up. It's not something they do to guess, take chances, or look for easy ways to make money quickly. Their wealth grows every year because of how they think about and focus on money. They eventually make more than $1 million and generally keep getting richer. The business thinker Jim Rohn said, becoming a millionaire isn't hard, but it's not the most important thing either. Getting rich has made you a better person. That's the most important thing. This idea is great for getting $1 million. If you want to be rich, you need to think about things very differently than most people who worry about money all the time. You need to change your character, attitude, and habits if you want to reach your financial goals and keep your money. Getting the first million is very hard, but getting the second is almost certain, said my financial planner. As soon as you can accumulate $1 million or more, you'll be able to make a second and third million. Should something bad happen and you lose all your money, you would be able to get it back quickly because you have become the kind of person who can become a millionaire. Once you become that person, you will always be able to do that. Austerity is one of the easiest habits to spot in the rich. Rich people are careful with their money, handle it well, and only invest after giving it a lot of thought. They'd rather buy used things than new ones, avoid borrowing if they can, and borrow money only when they have to. A saying in English says, if you watch out for the pennies, the pounds will stay safe. As kids, people who have become millionaires learn to save money and spend it. Rich man W. Clement Stone once said, if you can't save, then the seeds of greatness aren't within you. The Richest Man in Babylon, a best-selling book by George Clason, says that the key to making money is to pay yourself first. You have no choice but to save at least 10% of your cash before you spend it on anything else. For the rest of your working life, remember that people are flexible and can adapt to any situation. You will quickly get used to a slightly less fancy but just as comfortable way of life if you learn to live on 90% of your pay and save the rest. You won't have to worry about this new way of life for long. It will become a habit. Being persistent and not giving up is the key. Don't wait any longer. Start looking after your money right away. You are about to go through an amazing change in your finances. You'll be surprised at how much less you spend over time once you make it a habit to carefully think about your income and savings. You'll start getting rid of your bills and not taking on any more. You will put off and avoid spending, and you might even decide not to buy some things. At the same time, your savings will grow because you are eager to save some of your salary. In just 1 year, you'll have an extra $100. In 2 years, you'll have thousands. And in 10 or 20 years, you'll have hundreds of thousands or even $1 million. As your bank account grows, make it a habit to add extra money to it when you don't expect it. This will help it grow even faster. Put money from a bonus at work, a tax return, or the sale of something into your account instead of spending it right away. These steps will not only make you happy, but they will also give your savings magical energy. Your friends will pay back the bills they owe you, and new ways will open up for you to make extra cash. You could even sell old things you didn't think were worth anything. It's said that adding money to your account makes you feel better and brings more money into your life. Now is the time to form good money habits that will help you get the wealth you deserve. Instead of trying to get rich quickly, learn the secrets of wealthy people and build your wealth over time. And to do this, you need to follow 2 important money rules. The first rule is don't waste your money. Rule 2, if you ever want to break this rule, just remember the first one. Individuals who become wealthy think about their money a great deal more than those who are poor. Millionaires study, analyze, and plan their finances for 20 to 30 hours a month, while the average person only spends 2 to 3 hours a month on their finances, usually when they have to pay bills. Simply put, giving your finances a lot of thought makes the choices you make about them a lot better. People who spend more time planning their finances always make better choices and get better results. Getting help from a financial expert before making any decisions about your accounts is one of the best habits you can form. Talk to people in your inner circle to find an advisor who has invested their own money successfully in the same places they tell you to. How well you can pick good financial advisors will have a big impact on the investments you make. Make sure you get the best advice possible to make sure you're successful with your money. Get into the habit of studying before you invest. The rule is that you should study the investment for as long as it takes you to earn the money you want to spend. Remember that when you're in a hurry, making choices about money usually doesn't turn out well. It's very important to give yourself time. Take your time and carefully look over every aspect of the investment you want to make before you write the check. No one should ever force you to make an investment choice. Don't ever feel like you need to act quickly and make a choice right away. A rich person I worked for once told me, investment chances are like buses. There will always be another one. Soon after you start getting rich, make it a habit to keep your assets safe from needless taxes and big cases. Pay for the help of a lawyer who specializes in wills and estate planning. With the help of a good lawyer, set up a family limited liability company and move your assets to it. This way, your assets won't be taken away from you in bad situations or if you get sued. It is said that being safe is better than being sorry. Plan ahead, do your study, and keep your assets safe. These small steps can save you a lot of money as you work toward financial independence. Get better at negotiating so that you can get higher prices when you're selling and cheaper prices when you're buying. In any business deal, a good broker can save or make 10%, 20%, or even more. For every dollar you earn or save, you can add it to your savings account. Learn how to bargain and ask for lower loan rates. If you're selling something, look for better terms and conditions and expect payment right away. If you're buying something, look for ways to pay later. Always be nice, polite, ready to help, and sure of yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want, though. If you don't get it the first time, try again or ask for something different. People who become very wealthy very quickly in the stock market, in business, in show business, or in any other area make headlines in newspapers and magazines. This isn't typical, though, because most people get rich slowly thanks to the power of compound interest, which is sometimes called the most powerful force in the world. For 99% of millionaires, their wealth was built up over a long period of time, thanks to the slow growth of compound interest. If you spend and protect your money the right way, every dollar you save can grow by 5 to 10% a year. Your money grows and grows until it reaches a certain amount. When someone first started to seriously think about their money, it usually took them 22 years to save up $1 million. Over time, they get richer by taking advantage of smart investments that make their money grow and multiply over time, and making it easier for them to earn money. You need to do the same thing. To wrap up, dear friend, the philosopher Aristotle says that being happy is the most important thing in life. Developing wealthy habits that will make you financially independent is a great goal, but it's not the most important one. Being brave, honest, serious, and determined are important parts of what it means to become an adult. To be truly happy and satisfied with yourself and other parts of your life, you need to be financially successful for a long time. That is the most important goal. As our talk comes to a close, I want you to remember that you have the power to triple your income and become a millionaire. You have to be committed, dedicated, and ready to take bold actions. But know this, you have the power to change your financial future and make your life full of wealth. Put the things you've learned today to use with unwavering drive. Don't lose sight of your plan for success. Set clear goals and take calculated chances. Remember that each step you take toward your dreams brings you closer to making them come true. Friends, Now you should go out with confidence and bravery. If you think like a millionaire, your income will grow faster than you could have imagined. It might not always be easy, but you can do great things if you keep going and have the right attitude. Thanks for going with me on this trip. May you fully and enthusiastically follow the Millionaire Way, and may it bring you a life full of plenty, happiness, and satisfaction.